Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back. I was trying to tag some people. I don't think that's going to happen today because I'm not that savvy just yet. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you could like and share, I would appreciate it. If you can like and share, I would appreciate it. Today we are talking about integrity. Is my video right? Is something wrong with it? Am I upside down or sideways or something? Let's see. Is that better? Let's see here. I'm trying to get it right, y'all. Okay. I think I'm right. All right, I'm sideways. Okay. Hey, y'all. I'm here. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Lisa. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am here. I think I got it together now. Hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And I am on week number 42. I'm like, wow, I've been doing this for 42 weeks. We got 10 more weeks to go. And then we'll be starting something new once we end this series of this 52 weeks of inspiration. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the heads up with the video camera. I don't know what was going on, but I am here and I want to talk to you guys about integrity. So integrity is something that we should have, but integrity is also something that we don't always have or all of us take part in. So with that being said, it's 2:03. I'm going to get started. I am Teresa S. McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires, and I'm also the Senior Pastor of New Beginnings Ministries. And for the last 42 weeks, today is 42. Hey, Lenora, how you doing? We've been praying for you. For the last 42 weeks, I've been coming on every Thursday at 2 o'clock to give you 15 minutes of inspiration. And that 15 minutes goes so fast, so I always like to just dive right in. If you have your book, you can go along with us in this book, Running Things, the 52-week Leadership Devotional. If not, you can always get your book, and you can always circle back and see the replays on YouTube, and you can watch it right here on Facebook. So you can always put in hashtag replay. So today we're talking about integrity, and this is a quote from myself. So I said, our natural and spiritual lives are intertwined. Integrity encompasses all that we are and all that we will do. So that's my thought on integrity. So when we talk about integrity is pretty much your moral compass. Integrity is being honest. Integrity is being truthful. Integrity is telling the truth when no one is watching. Integrity is always being who God designed you to be. Integrity is part of your character. So if you have integrity and you are a person of character, people will know that about you. Integrity is not something that you advertise. It's just who you are. And if you are a person of integrity, the people that are around you know that you are a person of integrity. So I just want to give y'all a few little nuggets about integrity and my thoughts on integrity. And then I want to share 2 stories that I read in the past about integrity. So first, respect others' opinion. One of the best ways to demonstrate it in integrity is honoring others, honoring their opinions, honoring their ideas, even if you disagree. So when I have integrity, even if I disagree with somebody, my thought is we can agree to disagree. So I don't have to hate you. I don't have to be mad at you. I don't have to talk about you, especially as leaders. I'm talking to leaders now. We can agree to disagree. And then when we find out we're wrong, a person of integrity will go back and apologize. A person of integrity would go back and say, you know what, I had a different thought as it relates to that, and I want to apologize. So in having integrity, it's important for us to operate integrity in every facet of our life, in everything that we do. It's not something that you have to think about. You just have to do it. I know there's a saying that integrity is doing the right thing even when no one else is watching or no one else knows that you're doing the right thing. So if I have integrity, I'm going to do the right thing all the time. It's who I am. It's how I'm built. It's what I am made of. I want to have integrity when I'm especially dealing in business, especially dealing in ministry, and also when it comes to working with the community. I heard a story of an attorney, and the attorney was in the office of his partner, and the attorney was there to get a job. So while they were in the office, the phone rang. And the attorney that he was there to get a job for said, when he answered the phone, tell them that I'm not here. If that's for me, tell them that I'm not here. So the attorney answers the phone. He said, yeah, here we go. He's right here. And he gave him the phone. So the man was like looking at him like, I don't believe you just gave me this phone. I told you to tell them that I am not here. So once he gave him the phone and he got off the phone with whoever he was talking to, he went to hang up the phone. And before he could say anything to the young attorney who refused to lie, he said, you know what? I want to tell you 2 things about me. 1, I will never lie to you. And 2, I will never lie for you. And I was like, that's integrity. So he wound up getting hired for the job, and he wound up moving up in the company. Because if you were on an interview and somebody told you to tell somebody I ain't here, most of the time you would have just lied and said, you know, what is that hurting anybody? It's a white lie. It's still a lie. So when you have integrity, you want to operate out of integrity in everything that you do. Put hashtag everything. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. And when you're operating in integrity, you always want to have a moral compass of what is right and what is wrong. Now, sometimes you can make some mistakes about some things, and sometimes you can end up in a place. But the overarching theme is, I want to be a person of integrity. I want to be a woman of integrity. I want to be a man of integrity. I want to operate out of integrity in everything that I do. So address conflict honestly and respectful. So when you are operating out of integrity, you want to address conflict with integrity. You want to address it honesty, and you want to address it with respect. So I don't have to disrespect you to agree with you, or I don't have to disrespect you in being honest. I know for myself, my mother used to tell me, Teresa, you're brutally honest. You can tell be honest and not be so brutal. So I've been working on that, because I'm gonna just tell you the truth. So the truth will make you free. You know, not set you free. A lot of times we say the truth will set us free, but the truth will make us free. And we want to be free in the truth that we're talking in. So when you're operating out of integrity, 1, you want to be a role model. So as a leader, whether you're in business, ministry, or organization, you are a role model by default. Even if you're leading your children at home, you are a role model. Mommy and daddy are role models, and mommy and daddy should operate out of integrity. You want to be at work on time. That's integrity. You don't want to lie about what you're doing when you're at work. That's integrity. So all of these things are issues of integrity that we don't always think about. You know, we don't always think about, okay, I'm going to just be 5 minutes late and then put on there that I was really here at 10 when I was really here at 10:15. So that's all a part of operating in integrity. And as we operate in integrity, we want to report or address unethical behavior. We want to report or address, ideally address. I would like to take it to that person first and let them know, because people can respect that when you come to them and point some things out to them, because we live in such a fake world. And in living in this fake world, everything is acceptable and anything goes. So when you want to come to somebody and they're doing something that's unethical and address that with them, you want to address it to them directly. And when you address it to them directly, be honest, look them straight in the eye and tell them what that they are doing that is unethical. And then sometimes people just don't know, because that's how they were raised. That's all they know is to do it like this. I don't know that that's unethical. Okay, for me, transparent moment. When I had my first business and I went to get my loan, I had my fake taxes, which was the real money that I made. And then I had my taxes to take to the bank so I can get the loan. So I was operating out of something that was unethical. So to me, that's probably why that business didn't last, right? Because it wasn't built on a firm foundation. It was built on a lie to begin with. I had my regular taxes and I had my fake taxes, but that's just how people were doing business at that time. And then once I learned learned better, I did better. So now if I don't have it, I'm not going to come up with some fake taxes. That's a lesson that I learned. So in doing things always out of a ethical point, when unethical things come up, it's up to you to address those things. So if you're doing business with me, I want us both to have integrity. I want all parties involved to have integrity so God can bless what it is that we're doing. Because if you're not operating out of integrity, you're operating out of something that is not going to last. It's just not going to last. Hey, Pastor Sherry, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Pastor Shalonda and Shawana and all you good people that are tuning in. I appreciate you. So then another story I want to talk about integrity. Y'all probably heard this. It was on the news not too long ago. It was a young lady and she was working at the Goodwill. And while she was working at the Goodwill, she was sorting out the sweaters and stuff, and she felt a big lump of something in the sweaters, and she thought it was a book. And then when she unwrapped that sweater, come to find out it was $42,000. Put it in the chat. $42,000. It was $42,000 wrapped in a sweater. And she went and took it to her manager. And then her manager went through the donation bag and found out who donated this bag. They called the gentleman who donated the clothes, and they gave him back his $42,000. And he was just in awe that this person had enough integrity to give back the 40. She could have kept that money. She could have tucked it in her pocket and went on home. And I'm sure if you volunteering at the Goodwill, you need $42,000. And then when the guy came and got the money, he wound up giving her a reward of $1,000. So her integrity paid off. She walked away with $1,000. But how many of you, let's be honest, we talking about integrity, would have told your manager that you found $42,000 wrapped up in a sweater? Yeah, I would have gave it back. I would have. If I would have came home with it, Apostle would have made me give it back anyway if I wouldn't have. So just know that integrity is something that you choose to do. Integrity is a character that you choose to have. And in having integrity, it's important for us to always operate from a place of integrity. You know, my first thought would have been like, oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus, you know, but that person would have been looking for that money or what have you. So we want to operate out of integrity always operating out of integrity. And like I say this every week, this 15 minutes goes so fast, but God has given me something else once I'm done with this, and it's going to be 30 minutes. So I'm excited about that. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's been 15 minutes of inspiration. I am going to do a brief overview of the points that we talked about. So one, we talked about honoring, respecting other people's opinion, and you want to demonstrate integrity by honoring the ideals and opinions of others, that we can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. Somebody put that in the chat. Agree to disagree. And then we want to address conflict honestly and respectfully. We don't have to fall out with somebody because we don't agree with them. That does not have to be a point of contention or a point where I don't talk to you anymore because we don't agree. I mean, what kind of a sad circle would you have if everybody in your circle had to agree with you? And everybody had to follow the same opinion. Y'all ever seen the Stepford Wives? You'd be like Stepford Wives robots. It helps you to grow. It helps you to become a better person when you're around different people with different ideals and different experiences. Thirdly, you're a role model. You're a role model. Put hashtag role model. I'm a role model, whether I want to be a role model or not. When you are in a leadership position, by default, you're a role model. So knowing that you are a role model, it's important for you to operate out of integrity, because people are watching and people are listening to everything that you do and everything that you say. So when it comes to integrity, it's not anything that you have to announce or wear an integrity badge. It's just who you are. And when people see you, they say, that's a woman of integrity. That's a man of integrity. They will listen to what it is that you have to say. Why? Because you operate out of a place of integrity. And we talked about having integrity at work. Don't steal the pens at work. Don't make copies at work. It's all kind of stuff I can talk about that I have been delivered from. And I know some of us are still on that road of deliverance, but yeah, that you got to do that thing. And then the last one is to report unethical behavior. And the first person you want to report unethical behavior to is the person that is being unethical. Because what I find, a lot of people have never been confronted. A lot of people have never been confronted on their unethical behavior. So when you bring it to their attention, some people will get mad and be like, I don't know who you think you is, holier than thou, and blah, blah, blah. Other people will get convicted and they will want to change. So my 15 minutes is up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am Teresa S. McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Inspire Me Incorporated, and I'm also the Senior Pastor of New Beginnings Ministries. So this is a new year, 2022. My group leadership coaching, we will be starting in April. So if you want to be a part of that, please reach out to me. I will be posting some things later. It's a very limited seating for the group leadership coaching. And then also I offer the one-on-one prophetic productive accountability partnership. So those are the two services that I'm offering in 2022. Thank you guys for tuning in. My time is up and I want to thank you so much for yours. Be blessed, but most of all, be inspired. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Integrity.